And here comes our hero, Protectorio, the guardian of the vessels. He's taking you on an exciting journey through your very own circulatory system, from the powerful arteries, through the tiny capillaries, and all the way back to the veins.
When blood vessels are healthy, their walls look smooth and shiny like freshly polished tubes, allowing blood to flow freely.
Blood vessels are the highways of our body. There are two main types. The arteries, they carry blood from the heart out into the body. And the veins, they bring the blood back to the heart. Time for a little tour through the different parts of our vascular system. Here's the overview. First, we're heading into the artery. That's the red one you see here. Next comes the transition into the delicate capillary system. And from there, the blood makes its way back into the veins. Ready for more details? Come on, grab your diving goggles. We're diving right into the inside of an artery. In here, life pulses with every single second. The arteries are the body's main highways, thick-walled, elastic, and full of energy. With every powerful heartbeat, they pump the blood outward like an engine running at full speed. And look over here, there they are, the red blood cells, the erythrocytes, drifting along like tiny red boats, carrying oxygen to every corner of the body. And hold on tight. We're about to dive into a vein. Look up ahead. Those are the venous valves. They work like tiny doors that open in only one direction. With every step and every muscle movement, they help push the blood upward toward the heart and stop it from flowing back down. Veins are thinner-walled and contain small valves, like little one-way gates that make sure that the blood flows in only one direction, straight back to the heart. What those valves actually look like, we'll get to that a little later.
Hey, how come the erythrocytes turned blue?
Very good question. I'll explain that right here, at the capillaries in the lung vessels. A little patience, dear Protectorio. Arteries and veins work hand in hand. One side brings energy into the body, like oxygen and nutrients, and the other side brings the blood back home, straight to the heart. So, arteries and veins are two paths that form one complete circle, the circulatory system. Let's take a closer look at the wall structure of the arteries. This part is really exciting. There are 3 layers, each with its own special job. The innermost layer is the tunica interna, also called the intima. Then comes the media, and finally, the externa.
Hey, can we do that in slow motion? Nice and step by step, I can't keep up otherwise.
Okay, so let's start with the innermost layer, the intima. It's super smooth, it's like Teflon. Here, the blood glides smoothly past, without sticking to anything along the way. Below that lies the media, the muscle layer. It's strong and can tighten or widen as needed. This keeps the artery elastic and allows it to adjust to the blood pressure. And by the way, this muscle layer is much thicker than in the veins, a real powerhouse.
Hey, tell me, why does an artery have to be so elastic? What, is it trying to stretch or something?
Here's why. When the heart beats, the arteries stretch and store energy. During the pause, they contract again and push the blood onward, so it flows smoothly instead of in bursts.
So basically, arteries are like the trampolines of the bloodstream?
Exactly. And that's not all. This flexibility also protects the vessel walls from pressure damage.
Wow! What a ride!
It keeps the blood pressure stable, even when the heart pauses for a quick breath.
Hardy's taking a little break, so why don't you explain the next layer of the artery to me?
All right. On the very outside, we've got the adventitia, the protective layer made of connective tissue. Inside, it run tiny nerves and vessels that supply the artery itself, kind of like the artery's own personal service team. And hold on tight. We're about to dive into a vein. At first glance, its walls look pretty similar to those of the arteries. But there are a few exciting and important differences. On the very inside lies the intima, just as smooth as in the arteries. But here's the special thing about veins. Look up ahead. The vein valves, they work like tiny doors that open in only one direction, straight toward the heart. With every step and every muscle movement, they help push the blood upward toward the heart and keep it from flowing back down. And off we go, a perfect one-way street system inside the body, keeping all the traffic flowing smoothly. Now, back to the wall structure of the veins. So, right under the intima comes the media, the muscle layer. But this one's much thinner than in the arteries. No six-pack here, more like a cozy raccoon belly. That's totally fine, because the blood moves much more slowly here anyway. And on the very outside lies the adventitia, a tough protective layer made of connective tissue. Here, it's actually thicker than in the artery, keeping the vein stable and everything nicely in shape. Let's take another quick look at the overview. Notice anything? Hey, have you ever wondered how arteries and veins actually talk to each other? See that way back there? That's their connection. Now we know how arteries and veins are built. That was our tour for today. So, where are we heading next, Protectorio?
Exactly. In the next video, we'll continue with the capillaries. Let's see what's going on there. All right, that's it for today. I'm going full relax max now. Mission complete. See you soon.